Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new Let's Play series on the channel in Apres Moi Le Deluge, a mod which involves the French Empire never really collapsing after the Napoleonic Wars. There was some sort of great war that happened between the major powers. I looked on the Steam page. I really didn't see what the Great War was about, but that's fine, it doesn't really matter. So we're going to be playing as the People's Republic of Germany against, all of the empires of Europe. We start off basically right away in a civil war against the Teutonic Reich, as well as the Kingdom of Westphalia. There are a handful of other socialist countries around, the Baltics up here, the anarchist over here, and I think that's really about it. And also, I think Quebec. I did take a quick look around. Most of the countries don't really have focus trees. Like, this is really the extent of uniqueness to, like, the French focus tree. Our focus tree is basically very generic, except for this little area in the end. So hopefully this mod does get developed a little bit more. That'll be expanded. Again, I haven't really played this mod at all. I only heard about this mod about an hour ago after posting on my YouTube channel, like, hey, what are some good mods that I should play? And this was one of the suggestions. So, first things first, get all of these troops ready to go. I mean, I'm looking at this, and it looks like we should be in a pretty solid position. Assuming I have actual generals. I do. Fantastic. How many men do we begin off? So we have, let's see, 40 divisions, which is actually, like, pretty good. You have 13 to 31. You have 18 to 32. So we have more than them individually, but not combined. So that is something that we have to pay attention to. So what do we want to do? You're all about aircraft stuff. You are about the military and navy. So these are basically your army, air force, and navy trees. Your bonus to research is leave the League of Nations ratification. We can't do that because I believe one fall must be true, as we're not allowed to be in the League of Nations. That's okay. So you can either go for peasant communes, cooperatives, or collectives. A factory output plus 10%, radical drift plus 0.5, construction speed plus 15%, or we can have consumer goods going down, more monarchist drift, and more recruit population. Well, Germany, I would say, is already decently developed. Political power gain, reconstruction, political purge. So your political power gain, radical drift, you're not actually that good. Stability, political power. So we're going to go probably reconstruction. I'm thinking we're going to go for collectives. Because construction speed, And we want to keep going down the radical drift. So we're going to get this one first. We have a bunch of unassigned divisions, which we will, immediately put into these front lines. You guys going to go down to the south. Who has not been assigned to an army? You guys have not. So you're here. And I think that is everybody. We have nobody in basic training. That's okay, at least for right now. We start off with, like, a bunch of different infantry divisions, but we can't really change this right now because we are, immediately at war. So we'll draw the line here. All of you are on... Okay. All of you are on this order. Okay, never mind. All of you are going to be pushing your way down to the south here. Can I not just, like, assign them to... Like, why can I not assign you? There we go. I don't know why it was not working before. So we have some free military factories. What do we need? Right now, nothing crazy. So we're going to produce some more artillery. We're going to produce some more support equipment. And that should be fine, I think, for right now. Research slots, of course. We're going to go for the basics. So I'm not too sure really how this mod is supposed to progress. Like, looking at it, like, Britain and France are in two different factions. So I'm assuming they can claim Canada, Portugal. I mean, nothing here is actually about attacking the French. As far as I can tell. Does France have a... What are UCBs? You can basically attack anybody on Earth. Poland, the Magyars. Either way, things are fine right now. So we have 6% world tension. Mostly been generated by the Teutonic Reich and also me. Communist and nationalist rebellions. That is a-okay. So we only have 11 civilian factories, so let's build a handful in our northern territories. Decisions available. Probably just our Army Navy experience. And also a bunch of flags. Look at the amount of flags Germany will allow to be able to have. So that's fantastic. Who does not love flags? So you have some air wings without missions. Assign you to blue because I think they are going to be the biggest threat. We basically have, like, no planes. But again, you're going to go on normal operations. We need aluminum, we'll get that from the French. We need rubber, we'll get that from the Dutch East Indies. And I think that's okay. So other things that we can see in this mod are, you know, Poland, Magyar. The French do own Pomerania, so we can't really deal with them right now. British India, the Heavenly Kingdom exists. They're a theocracy. And I'm assuming they probably attacked China at some point. Another major thing that you should note is that, you know, the United States is a kingdom. Going by this description here on June the 2nd, it does say somewhere that George Washington declared himself king instead of just becoming a president. So, you know, that's something that almost did happen historically. He could have crowned himself king, but he just did not choose to do so. Well, these guys basically all suck. You already start off with the 20 combat with, so you know we're going to start training you. You are the better troops. We'll let our guys get to the front lines. Do we know how many they have? They do have more men. Well, we just got to capitulate one and then capitulate the other, and then things become a lot simpler. Okay, you guys to the front lines. You're already starting to push your way through, which is fantastic. Britain's declared war on New Zealand. So, you know, we'll be able to see basically what happens. So they've got Nationalist. That's A-okay. Mission production. Yeah, the planes. Don't worry about that too much right now. They've already started to push up into my territory. Are you two at war with each other? Yes, so you're at war with each other as well. So that is, I mean, good for us. Just so you know, we're not only dealing with one person at a time. So they will fight against each other. So Magdeburg, Berlin would be a nice city to take. The Commonwealth reforms have been reversed as the late King George V have implemented gradual changes to the defense and colonial policies of the British Empire. These Commonwealth reforms have come to an end with the coronation of Edward VIII. It's a little bit strange that the same people are kings and queens, you know, 150 years after Napoleon did not lose the Napoleonic Wars, but okay. So Magdeburg would be nice to take. See if we can push our way to this city. I mean, starting off at war isn't like that bad. It's pretty nice. Some good things to, you know, get started right away at the beginning of a series. You guys keep on trying to push your way down south. So Magdeburg here, you guys should hopefully fall. If I can send some more reinforcements to go deal with this. And we also have a pretty decently sized navy. So we have 21 boats, you have 10, you have 0. Not a huge surprise. Nobody really has any aircraft. And that's fine. And again, these guys can't fight. May Day passes uneventfully. Unfortunate for us. Because I'm assuming, you know, maybe May Day, something good could happen, but not happening right now. So the anarchists want to give me some convoys. That is... Or they want to give me something. It's fine. So we're under attack here. We're going to send some reinforcements to deal with that situation. So, you know, we've lost a handful of territory, but I think that's because we didn't have enough troops ready to go at the very start of the game. Oh, you guys actually hold still for right now. You guys can go up north. We'll be on the defensive. Do we have any modifiers right now at the beginning? Civil War faction tension limit, war support plus 25%, as well as radical drift plus 0.05. So yeah, we're already, you know, communist. That's okay. Yeah, we want to push our way up here. If we can take Berlin, I'm sure they'll probably just capitulate, like, right away. Okay, send some more reinforcements up here. You see if you can push your way into Leipzig. 3 dockyards. Keep on just building some destroyers 1922. I mean, that seems fine by me. You guys come back down here. They are trying to push into us, which is not excellent. Everybody wants to give me some support. Thank you very much. Would you like to send volunteers? I mean, that would be nice. I don't know if they can, unfortunately. Okay, no, you stay back behind. You keep pushing. Push basically straight to Berlin if you can. Okay, you guys come down here. 60. Apparently, Westphalia is, like, really strong. Which is not really what I was expecting, to be completely honest. Okay, you guys kind of counter like this. Again, we can push our way to Berlin. Poland and Italy are providing support for the Teutonic Order. That's not excellent. We could create a faction, but we're not allowed to. I don't know when we can. I mean, there's Comcon, which is a faction. So we need to get internationalism first. So that is, I mean, these are all 70 days, unfortunately. So 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70. Which is 140, 280. And then about a year it'll take for us to actually be able to create factions. But I think most of these guys would allow us to make a big faction for the Internationale. So you guys just try to hold out. I think we already want to, like, push here if we can. But, like, we're not going to get support, unfortunately. So we are already kind of fighting a losing battle. Let's go for capital ships, as well as some submarines. We do need a little bit of chromium. We can get that from the Ottomans. When are you going? When are you? Okay, you're actually leaving soon. Yeah, I think our focus really should be on dealing with these guys first. We're going to push here again. You're already at 90. Looks like Poland... I mean, are they going down here, though? No, they're just helping out the Teutonic Order. So I think you need, what, 20 divisions and reinforcements? And I'm looking at these numbers, and I'm seeing that you do have more than 20 divisions, so I'm not too sure what the issue here is. So 85, 70. Yeah, so it's basically hold out against Westphalia until we can deal with the Teutonic Order. And then completely shift around and try to put everything onto the south. Like, we've already lost 16,000. How have we lost 16,000 men already? Holy hell. Probably by trying to take the offensive too early. For 70, 94. You have a base. How do you have a base value of 216? What are you made out of? 6 to 11 divisions. Basically, they're really good infantry. Their guys are just really strong. And you're gonna basically go push straight to Berlin if you can. How long till you get there? You'll be there in 1 day. You'll be there 1 day, 4 hours. 1 day, 0 hours. 11 hours. So we gotta attack these guys again, just to make sure we can actually get our troop back here. The League of Nations invites members. The conclusion of the Great War, the French Empire began a project to ensure peace and stability across Europe and the world. The League of Nations today issued its covenant and invited other nations to sign it. Well, I'm not going to sign anything because I don't trust the French. At least I'm assuming that's what the lore is that we do not trust the French. The Teutonic Reich still exists, unfortunately. The fall of Berlin was not enough for them to be dissuaded. We gotta get down to Dresden, I'm assuming. But, you know, we're not actually doing that. We're not doing that hotly, to be completely fair. So we're at 98. Should be able to push through you. I'm gonna pull back into Nuremberg. I don't know if we're at least, hopefully, killing a decent amount of enemy forces. That is my hope. 87. We're technically losing here, too. Do you just have, like, also base value 30? Okay, it's not as bad, but... you can push through this cavalry unit. Okay, so we're at 89, 90. You're at negative... you're at 10. I can't last stand quite yet. The Japanese ultra-nationalist. Okay, will you fall soon? 97? Yes, in less than a day. So you can fall back, sit here, and keep trying to push into this line. Again, you just really need to hold out for a while. Like, your base value is only 85. I don't know... I guess our infantry just kind of suck. That's about the best I got, is our troops actually are just kind of bad. For 65, we're gonna win here. So we need to get over to Dresden, Leipzig. Do we need Rostock as well? We might. We need to get you guys down to 20%. We've already taken 50 with just... So you're 50. That's 70 points. Is about halfway. So we need to take 35 to win. 25. So those two would win. But, you know, Leipzig is, you know, closer to the front lines. So I'm going to make these guys who are basically just worse have different symbols, so I at least know who's good and who's bad. And basically everybody's bad. Who is actually good? Like 5 divisions. Everyone else is... it's mostly Star, which is just actual trash. Okay, let's at least... try to organize things a little bit better. Send a reinforcement over here to try to deal with this. So it's 68 here. 75 for this cavalry division. Okay, you hold out. 1 infantry did fall back in that front. Leipzig with the Italian and the Polish troop. I'm assuming they're better than our... what are essentially a ragtag team of militiamen. Can we at least kill a decent amount of them? No. It's just not possible. We're going to lose everybody and they're going to lose nothing. We're 13, 34. Okay, so we're actually winning these battles again. But we're just not doing a good job. You know what? Last stand here. Hold out for as long as possible. See if you can push your way up north. There are a lot of guys trying to take over Berlin right now. We got our organization back. So Berlin has been liberated. Increased support for the anarchists and the Marxist, Social Democrat, or the Jackmans. Well, what are we right now? I don't know, actually. Because it doesn't say. I'm assuming the Jacobins are like the liberals, but I don't know if that's right. Because it doesn't really say. The Jacobins could be anybody. The Social Democrats, the anarchists, and the Marxists, I mean, that's... it makes sense who they are. Are you the Jacobin? No. We're the ultranationalists. So, I mean, I'll support the anarchists and the Marxists, but because that's at least what I think makes the most amount of sense given our situation, but that's mostly because I don't know who the Jacobins are. Or who they're supposed to represent, I guess. The International Court of Justice has been proposed. So don't really care about that too much. Yeah, just try to drain them of all their powers. If you can. Like, we have Berlin, like, Teutonic Order. Like, you don't have any real, like, legs to stand on, I would say. But you keep getting more support. Our socialist allies aren't doing jack and or shit to help us. Like, we've almost pushed this tank out of the way. Almost. Another 13 days, apparently. Come on, you're so close. And just keep on... I don't know, I guess pushing? I don't know where else you would effectively go. I guess you guys gotta fall back. You sit here. No, stand here. We're gonna lose the city. That sucks, but there's not much we can do. Just stop attacking right now. 1 infantry division can go down here, but I don't think that's really gonna solve any of our issues. And we've taken some casualties, but honestly nothing too bad. But I think this is going to be a good point to end this first episode. Thanks for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. If you're not enjoying, you can always thumb down. If you want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.